Hi, everyone. Hi, Marta. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to ask you some juicy questions about your journey with Femina Flow, specifically with the program Feel and Flow. Tell us more about yourself.
Thank you so much, Magdalena. First of all, you are an angel, and I will be forever grateful for all the magic you did bring to my life and how you changed the way I feel and approach so many things in life. But yes, starting with my introduction. So my name is Marta Budzinska. I'm recruiter in in fintech space basically right now, but I've been previously working full time as entrepreneur, just doing career coaching, public speaking, confidence coaching, had my community. So I kind of have two very different paths in my career. One is very focused on corporate kind of cold world, while another one is very much focused on own business and more like with the flow, with the client's work. So that's me.
Thank you so much for your introduction. How did you feel before starting the program?
I, to be very vulnerable, felt extremely anxious, and it became at certain point a part of my literally weekly routine. That one day of my week would be just feeling
Mm.
anxious and anxious to this level, to this extent that I wasn't really able to work. I was neither able to relax because whenever I felt this way, and I was full-time business owner, so I had in a way privilege to be able to take this day off. But at the same time, I wasn't able to relax. So whenever I would try to like take a break and read my book or just take a in my way of skills deep breath in and out, like it just didn't work, and my anxiety would be like higher and higher, and I realized like I wasn't really living the happy life at all because my weekly routine was connected to anxiety, and I just felt constantly stressed, but to the level that really didn't allow me to take actions for work, but then neither to relax. So I was kind of like stuck in this cycle of like, okay, I felt like I have to do something, but I didn't know exactly what it is. And I just had so many voices from everywhere around of like, what other therapy or like how other I just can do it by myself, or like these kind of voices of like just blaming and telling like, oh, you just need to relax, and like how kind of I handle it myself, where I was like completely not able to really change it at this point. So however I maybe seem on the outside like this super bubbly energized person, which is true 100%, but the thing is we all go through things that are not seen online or even in front of other people that are close to us. So that's kind of what's been happening before.
Yeah, absolutely. I can relate to that as well. What did you experience during the process? What was surprising? What emotions pop up?
I think the biggest surprise was I really was with a little bit of distance at first.
Right.
And however much I was into all the things about like holistic health and meditation, yoga, so like breath work kind of connected in like the flow. I was really skeptical at some point. I was like, how is it possible that it can help me? But the point is, I went through my therapy before. So it's not like I kind of didn't try everything else. I actually did. And I ended like I finished my therapy, fully like healed, let's say. But yet I felt anxious, really, really anxious on a like very weekly basis. Therefore I was like, I just need to try it, I just need to go with it and just trust Magdalena, and whatever it is and however weird it sounded to me at first to just like lay down and close my eyes and all of that, I was like, I just need to do it, I just need to let go. So first of all, that's the thing, I was really surprised like how it really happens, because I thought like maybe we just have more chat, maybe we go through things again and kind of like feel the childhood pain or whatever it is. But no, it was more of like, hey, all of your experiences, even though we have different experiences in
Mm.
life, and then might cause us feel certain way, but like you made me understand we don't have to walk through them again. It doesn't have to be painful to actually heal. So that was the biggest surprise. But it's very much connected with how much I had to trust you, and let go to be able to, through this breath work, actually make a change.
Yeah, that's so true. And did you have any realizations about your anxiety and your challenges during the process? Like, what is the root cause of all of that?
Yeah, I think we did touch upon of like everything, because it also was very helpful that I was so open with you and you actually also asked me verbally certain questions. So like I feel we really identified every single space and sphere of like mental health, but connected to physical. So things when I was like blocking my own voice, even though I'm confidence coach, but it's very often how it is, isn't it, that we coach others on where we felt like we needed to bring it up before. So yeah, so there were many spaces, and I just realized kind of root cause of this. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And how do you feel right now? What has changed in your life?
Right, Magdalena. So, however much I loved our process and you know about it, this sounds like an ad when I gonna tell you how I feel like. While it's the most true that is possible to share, like honestly. Um, so basically everything changed. Like seriously, everything changed. First of all, I stopped having this anxiety. I just stopped. Like step by step, it lowered, lowered, lowered. I also started practicing your breath work that you send me on video materials on almost daily basis. So certain practices before going to sleep, certain in the morning during the day, not every single day, 3 times per day, but like I would manage it somewhere in my schedule. So it became part of like how I actually approach my life and my emotions. But then step by step, really, this anxiety just started to like not be visible anymore. And I just start feeling my full power, like for real, like my full power, my true voice. And not only this voice that I share with others as a coach or public speaker or recruiter, but like also as the voice that is to myself for making my own decisions. So there were certain things I was in between of making decisions of like I missed corporate. However, I loved entrepreneurship. I didn't want at this point of my life doing it just full time. I felt like I was stuck in it not only because of the business flow sometimes or like the anxiety I had, but because I felt I just wanted to be part of this big company. I just wanted to move back to Spain. I just wanted to put my life completely differently. And I was afraid to do it, not because it's scary as a like normal reason of moving abroad and changing career, but actually because I was scared of maybe opinions of others, because I already put myself so much of like I'm entrepreneur, I do it full time, and I did for more than 1 year, and I felt like what's if it's okay, and then like I realized everything is okay. Every single decision we make is ours, and it has to be in peace with us, and whatever it is always a success. Like there is no such a thing of like even step back, because then every time whatever we do it's 2 steps ahead. But you helped me realize it, like the work we've done helped me connect with myself. That's the thing, I think, like just connect with myself and make decisions aligned with me fully, not with fear, but coming from love. So like this kind of really beautiful approach that I really started listening to my heart. And again, it's not an ad, but literally, I'm right now in my apartment in Madrid, in Spain, and I just gonna go in like 10 minutes after a call to the Revolut office, do my job, and then like after work, do my side projects and my social media and my podcast. So that's just freaking amazing, you know?
It is. I remember like you were manifesting that inner work in such a real time. I was like, we were going through the process, and then immediately I'm just moving back to Madrid, and I was like, what's going on? I'm so, so happy for you. Like, you have no idea. And you're shining. You're really like so inspiring right now. That's amazing.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Magdalena. I will be forever grateful because it's something that completely changed my life, literally, but also my approach to self-love, to energy, to just like, yeah, also understanding even one more thing I feel like I need to add, because there's misconception around this kind of work that we feel like it has to be only relaxed. And I feel like I also was like afraid of doing more of the hustle of more
Mhm.
like work mode, because then I would feel like, okay, but shouldn't I feel like guilty then for a hustle? Shouldn't I be more like in my feminine on all the time? And you are the one who also made me understand how those energy ball flows. So how much I can be these selling sunsets vibes and just go and hustle every day, while at the same time then I'm gonna have my matcha and my Pilates or ballet class or dancing and be non-stop actually in this feminine energy, and mixing and vibing them together with masculine, with the work, with hustle. It's just the best feeling, because I used to be in such a conflict, and I used to think like, if I can't, because I feel like I'm super hyperactive, like I want to do a million things, I'm very multi-passionate, I want to work full time, then I want to do my projects, then I want to do workouts and everything else. And you made me realize like how everything is okay, and how I actually can do all of those things still, and it's not just like, no, you just need to sit and kind of like, no, energy flow is not about just like
No,
not doing
girl, like we all hustle. It's just, I told you, it's about your values and that you don't outsource your value to the external, to how much you achieve. And also if you can relax after that hustle moment, you know? So all
it.
about balance, yeah.
I
And
love it, Magdalena.
tell me one more thing. If there is someone who wants to join, but they hesitate, right? What would you advise to this person?
All right, perfect question. Because trust me, I did hesitate too. I really did, which is surprising to me because I'm all into this kind of vibe, let's say, and this kind of approach to health, mental health, physical health, everything, life in general. But I really did hesitate. I felt like it scared me. I didn't trust it at the beginning. I was like, I don't know. I feel like people say so many things about different approaches, and it just scares you when you have to like kind of open up this way. But I would say, yeah, I did hesitate. But the thing is, at the end of the day, you have to make decision if you trust something and go for it fully, you give 100% and you try, or you don't, because if you go there and you give 60%, it just won't work, because it's impossible. Like that's kind of thing as in everything in life, in business, it won't work if you won't give 100%. And but this is extreme example because you literally do breath work.
Mhm.
So if you kind of fake it, you can't go deep, like you can't heal, you can't make the progress, you can't make it. So if you hesitate, my advice is to just decide to take a jump and just do it. Because if you will hesitate and you will give this energy of like, I will try, but like, I'm not sure, like, you're gonna waste your own time. So just don't do it. Like maybe give yourself one more week and rethink things and ask yourself, hey, can I be just safe here and do it for myself? Because it can change my life the way that not many other things can, which fair enough makes sense, because what else can actually change your life if not reconnecting with yourself, with your true voice, learn to listen to your heart fully instead of listening to fear and doubts and anything else that was there playing in the background. What else can be better than making yourself the freaking star that you are in your own life? And it's not about cockiness energy, it's like it's your life, so you gotta make decisions best for you, and you need to shine brightest light because universe or god or whatever you believe gave it to you for the reason in your heart. So if you waste it, trust me, people will miss something beautiful. So you better open up with this inner light and go to the world. How to do it? Working with Magdalena. That's it.
Oh my gosh, I love you so much. That
Likewise.
is the best. Um, yeah, but that's so true. It's breath work, right? Not breath relaxation. And yeah, we do some relaxation as well, but first you need to put an effort into the
Right.
process, right? Um, yeah, is there anything else you would like to add, or that was it?
Thank you so much, Magdalena, once again for everything. It's been the biggest pleasure ever working with you, the biggest surprise again. The one more thing I can add on top of everything, I highly also appreciate we touch upon everything. So not only like anxiety, however much important it is, but like really how it's connected to physical health, to to any other reactions we do have sometimes, and how much you explained me as a person coming from science world exactly how it blends with anxiety or with anything else, how we can heal it, how I can make myself feel safe in every single way through this work. This is just mind blowing, but also extremely appreciate you as an expert with your field, that you dive deeper, you dig deeper into every single thing. And again, not in a painful way, not in this therapy vibe, but just like to make sure we uncover everything so everything is healed, but through very actually kind of pleasant process.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it maybe gives you a bit discomfort here and there and lots of work and effort because again, as you said, it's work. It's not passive. Um, but it's actually pleasant. Yeah.
In the beginning, there is like a discomfort, but it's normal. It's normal. It's just part of the transformation. Thank you so much, girl, for sharing all of it. I appreciate you so, so much. And yeah, talk to you soon.
See you.
Bye.